Hey guys, it's Alexis. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am building a very special build. I decided to build Skyhold from Dragon Age Inquisition, which is, by the way, my favorite video game of all time, and is also owned by EA. So I mean, combining, two games for the same company. I don't know. I thought it was cool. So yeah, I got the inspiration because I was rewatching some of Devin Bumpkin's older speed builds, and I watched his Skyrim one, and I'm like, oh, I should so do that, but with Dragon Age and do Skyhold. And yes, I'll put in the disclaimer that this isn't going to be exact because for many reasons. One, that you can't build everything exactly in The Sims with the tools we are given. And also, Skyhold is huge. So this is like a mini Skyhold, and this is on like a 64 by 64, so like, but it's still kind of a mini version, so. So now I had talking about words. I am stuttering today, and I'm only doing one take of this voiceover because this is a 23-minute long video, and I do not want to have to re-record this over and over and over again. So this is just going to be one take, and you're going to hear me ramble for 20 minutes. That's going to be fantastic. Anyways, on to the build. So I did go into the sub-basement layers, only because, so Skyhold is built on a giant cliff, and I wanted to maybe try and attempt that kind of effect by digging down. So now I'm just kind of laying out where the towers are and the main building and where the little entry tower is. And then I'll get into, adding details and fencing and freezes and bridges and all of the amazing stuff to come. This build, fun fact, took me 6.5 hours, which is the longest build I've ever done. This is also the biggest build I have ever done, so yeah, damn. I mean, and I didn't even take a break in between. I just like shot through it. I did it all in one night. I was up till 6:30 in the morning doing this, so I hope you enjoy this because it was pretty painful. So yeah, now I'm just adding like the little details on top of the towers. I always forget what those things are called. Let's just call them the square pointy things that go on top of towers. Yeah. Oh god. So how was, your week, guys? I don't really know what to talk about. This is just kind of not even floor planning, kind of just planning the exterior. So there's not much to talk about for this. Anyway, yeah, what did I do? My week was actually pretty good. I rekindled an old friendship that, we had a falling out, but we kind of started to work things out, and that I was really grateful for that. Friday was awesome. So I'm a senior in high school, and our school is so large that we don't have substitute teachers. And so when a teacher is out, our class is canceled, which is always great. On Friday, all of my academic teachers, except for the first block in the morning, were out. So I had only one class on Friday, one 40-minute class, and it was incredible. I didn't go home. I could have gone home. I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't, and I'm glad I didn't. It happened, my friend Luke had the same situation happen to him that day, and so we just hung out in the art room. We created a beanbag fort, and we watched Star Wars, made some mac and cheese, drank too much Mountain Dew, and literally spent 5.5 hours in the art room. It was fantastic. It was actually fantastic. So yeah, Friday was a great day, and that's also when, me and this old friend started talking again, so yeah, I had a really good day on Friday. What about you guys? How was your Friday? So yeah, now I'm going in the freezes. I was gonna add like columns and stuff for details, but if I did that, I think my hand would have fallen off from carpal tunnel. So I didn't. There's so much more detail and clutter I could have added to this, but there's only so much I can work on a build before getting sick of looking at it. Like, even just when I was editing this video, it's like, I don't even want to look at this build anymore. It's so painful. I'm just, like, remembering the trauma of making this build. Oh yeah, having fun with the octagonal roofs. I'm so happy that that roofing update happened. I mean, it happened a while ago, but I'm still happy about it. Now I'm creating, like, the main building. This is where, in the game, the main hall is, and then, like, the war council room, and the Inquisitor's bedroom, Josephine Montilier's office, the library. Like, there's so much in this building. This is a very compressed mini version of that building. So I only include the Inquisitor's bedroom. I do like a little tiny mini Josephine office that isn't actually usable. It's more just for looks. I did add like a bathroom in here, too. Just a really tiny one for like the peasants to use. And I did actually include on the basement Solus's little library where he hangs out. Just a very mini version. So yeah. Oh yeah, then I create this little doorway that's under the stairs in the game, which I think is like pretty cool. Also, I am so happy that with the Cats and Dogs expansion pack, we got different colored swatches for the trees, so that we were able to have like fall leaves and things like that, because in the game, all the leaves are, you know, it's kind of like fall then in the game, so, you know, there's lots of oranges and warm greens, and so I'm so happy that we got those swatches for the trees, because I was able to like ace the landscaping in this. I wasn't able to use terrain paint though, which kind of sucks, but because this isn't, the ground floor technically isn't terrain, it's technically basement, so it's just like fake grass. But we can pretend, we can believe that there's terrain. Now I'm creating like that little balcony area in the game. That's where like Vivienne would kind of hang out. There'd be like a chase lounge. I didn't add anything to it because it's just, I had to make it really small to fit the bed. Oh, I'm sorry if that just made you super dizzy. Oh my god. I had to speed up this video like 6 times its speed because this was, you know, 6 hours and 15 minutes of, you know, recording. So if I didn't make it fast, you would be sitting here for the rest of your life. So now it's just kind of, I wanted to like make these like, how do you describe it? Little dome indents in the side of the building. So I just made doorways and then kind of made those little back walls. So then, I am so proud of this. Sorry, I forgot about this. So there's like this little pointy flag on top of the building, and I was so happy I was able to make my own. Like, it looked just like it in the game. And then made that flag too. It's a flag with 2 flags. And again, I'm sorry for getting dizzy at this because there's so much movement. Oh, then just banners and accents and things like that. And then I put in the statues. I go with the dancer ones because they fit in there the best. There we go. What's next? I don't remember what's next. Oh, do I actually? Yeah. Alright, so I add all the ivy, like, moss plants things growing after these little supports for that porch. That's another thing with the Cats and Dogs. They also have recolorings of these, which is like amazing because there is like red ivy growing on the wall in the game, so I was able to incorporate that with the update, so that made me so happy. And then all the trees, and you know, I did like dash wild grass around and, you know, make it look a little more realistic once I put the turf kind of grass down. Yeah. Oh god, I'm so tired. I had such a long week. It was ridiculous. Like, even though we had Monday off, it just like, oof, just so much work and getting like last minute grades in for the end of the term, and having panic attacks that I was failing my classes, but I was able to raise my grade from a D to a B minus, which I am so happy about. Yeah. Oof. So yeah, I guess this is a good time to, talk about me for those of you who are new to my channel, who don't know who I am in real life kind of situation, because I am just starting out on YouTube. Anyways, I'm Alexis. As you know, I'm going to be 18 next Saturday. That's what's up. No, I'm not really. I mean, I'm excited, but, like, it's not, like, a huge thing. I'm not going to be able to do anything different than I'm able to now. Anyway, yeah, so I'll be 18 next Saturday on the 27th. It's going to be fun. My friends and I are going out to ramen in downtown Boston. And yeah, we're going to just hang out downtown and probably come back here. I have like a $20 store-bought Star Wars cake that I got. And that was a fun story. So I went with my mom to order the cake at our local grocery store, and the guy was like, "Okay, so how old should I put like the number on the cake? 6, 7?" And I'm like, 18. He's like, "Oh," and I'm like, "Yeah." Oh God, it was so awkward. And I had to have my mom stand with me next to me the whole time because I'm just like so socially awkward. I couldn't even order a freaking birthday cake by myself. Ugh. Oh yeah, I put in. Oh, I completely just talked over that part, didn't I? I put in this little, in the game. This is just like a cliff to your doom. But I decided to make it, have there be water at the bottom. Yeah, that's about it. God. Oh, this, yeah. So I literally put rocks around this entire freaking place. It was the most rocks I have ever touched in my life, and I never want to touch rocks again because of it. Not even in real life. This was so painful that I cut the video because I think that took me half an hour just to put the rocks around and get the placing right. And after I did one half, I'm like, nope, this is going to take too long, so I stopped recording, and you'll see the transition soon enough. Oh, God, that was so painful. See, yep, see, I cut it there. You'll see the whole thing at the end of the video. Then I just put some outside lighting on. They don't have like the kind of torches I would use, so I just did regular outdoor lighting. So you can pretend they're torches, okay? Yeah, put those around. Put a little flag there at the entry tower kind of thing. Test the lighting, make sure it looks good, and it did. And now I go into the main hall. I play around with these windows for a little bit, but I do ultimately go with these ones because they just work the best. I wish I had the windows I wanted. The windows in the game are so pretty. In Dragon Age, they're just gorgeous. These huge, like, floor-to-ceiling stained glass, so that was the closest I had. And then I made the throne. The throne is really fun. In the game, you can, like, customize your throne with ones that you find in the game. And so I forget which one, but there's one that has like a sun and flames incorporated in it. So it's not obviously, it's a horrible recreation. It looks nothing like it, but it's inspired by it. It looks thronely. I don't know if your sim can actually sit down in the chair. I didn't actually play test that. But it looks cool. Oh yeah, and then I put these little knights here, and I do originally put it's like little donkey horse statue things. It comes up. Hold on, there we go. Those in there originally, but I do go back and replace them with the dragons in the debug menu. That your Sims can like carve on the workbench. There are these dragon statues that your Sims can make. So I sized those up instead of those little horses things because they look better. This is the fake Josephine office because I just have this space I didn't know what to fill. So I'm like, I'll put Josephine's stuff in there. It is not usable at all. There's no way she can, like, your Sim can get back there. And then I just kind of do this like red carpeting thing. I wanted to put fire pits in here because that's what it is in the game, but they won't let you, in the Sims, they won't let you put fire pits inside. With good reason. I mean, in real life, I wouldn't put a fire pit inside, but, this was a medieval castle. They did that shit. Like, excuse my language, sorry. And then I'm just setting up kind of dining tables that are set up there with, like, candles and things like that. Working from a lot of references, images in this as best I could. Usually, I forgot what I was just going to say. Never mind. Extend the carpet a little bit. And what do we do after this? Oh, do we do the bedroom after this? Are we that cool? No, we do these. Okay, so yeah, there's also one of those porchy things on the back side for the Inquisitor's room. It's beautiful in game. I mean, you're looking over these mountains and oh god, yeah. It's a lovely scene with I think Cullen, if you romance him. It might be Blackwall. Might be both. I don't know. I've played the game so many times that yeah. And I just want to say that Cullen is my smug little bastard. I mean, look at him. I'm gonna flash an image right now. He's so smug. I love him though. Oh my god, he's my baby. Ugh. So yeah, now I'm just kind of sprucing up the Inquisitor's room. You know, it's gonna be the fanciest room in the entire lot because you know she or he is the Inquisitor. So of course they're gonna have the nicest things. Now this bathroom is honestly my dream bathroom in real life. If I had a bathroom like this, I would cry because it would be incredible. I've always wanted one of those like clawfoot bathtubs, like right next to a window looking out to a landscape, and fill the bathroom with like plants and oh, that would be so cool. I would love that right now. Because I'd be in a warm place and not in, you know, a snow-covered Boston area. It's so cold. I hate it. I hate the winter here. Ugh. Well, hopefully I won't have to stay here for college. We'll find out, though. In only like 2 weeks, I think. I think like maybe, it might be 2.5 weeks, I think it is now. Yeah, I have an interview for a university in the UK. And then I find out whether I get in 5 days after my interview. It's a weird system compared to the US, but that's what it is, and I'm freaking out. My interview's on the 31st at like 6 in the morning. So that should be fun, but it's freaking me out. I want to get into the school like more than anything. It's an amazing art school, about 2 hours outside of London, and it's amazing. My mom and I went there over the summer to tour the campus, and it was like the most beautiful school I've ever seen. Like, I fell in love the minute I stepped foot there. And so did my mom. She hates that she did because she doesn't want me to live so far away, but she and I both agree it's the best place for me to go. So, fingers crossed. If not, I'll probably be going to Lesley University here in Cambridge, Massachusetts. We'll see. We'll see. Just adding a little clutter on the vanity and around the room. Oh, yep. Okay, so these towers I made into the bedrooms for the advisors, the Dragon Age advisors. So they are themed to each advisors, because I don't know, like, yeah, that's just how I'm downsizing it. It's not at all like this in the game, but that's what I'm doing in this build. So this is Cullen's room. I use a lot of reds and blacks based off of his clothing. He wears a lot of reds and black. And I do set up this little table desk area where I put like rubies on it to pretend it's like red lyrium, because maybe he's still addicted, like depending on your path in the game, maybe he's still addicted to red lyrium. So I put the red lyrium there, and I put a whole like clump of it down there where it's growing, and then like a little tray with syringes that we got with cats and dogs, the vet stuff. Then this is Josephine's room, so I did like a lot of yellows and golds for her, because those are her colors. So yeah, just setting those up now. And yeah, trying to figure out plans. I decided to just go with these like palm tree thingies, and I love that rug sized up. It's like one of my favorite colors. I love yellow so much. And I put like lots of books and letters in her room, because you know she is the diplomat, and like I really, you know, she would. Her room would just be littered with papers and documents and things like that. And then I do Liliana's room. I do purples and blacks for her, because again, those are her colors. Put like a little desk. I also put like those letters on, but maybe they're like her spy master letters from her contacts, from her like pigeons or something. I don't know. What else did I put on there? I think I put a little photo. Oh yeah, I put the candlestick on top of these books. I put a little photo there. I'm like, maybe that's her family or something. And yeah, I don't know. Then more junk, just littered around the room. And then I put down a really purple rug eventually. No, there we go, really purple. um, and now, what am I doing? The kitchen! I made 2 entrances to get to the kitchen, so it's easier for the Sims to get to, wherever they are in the lot. Just because it is a 64 by 64, and if it had 1 entrance, it would be, like, next to impossible for your Sims to eat. So yep, just kind of, I don't know, it's a kitchen. It's a kitchen build. I don't know how much to, like, really talk about it. There we go, there's a stove and a hood. I do put an island in. I really like this island. It's huge. But I mean, it's just like there was so much space and I needed a kitchen, so I made a really big kitchen. I think I do put a bar in there too. Eventually. Man, I'm just not doing great with voiceover today, huh? Yeah, so I put a china cabinet and like, no, what am I doing? They're not gonna have a china cabinet, they're gonna have a freaking bar and drink their asses off. In the game, there is an actual bar. That's where Sarah and Cole would hang out. I hate Cole. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people love him. I just can't stand him. He annoys the crap out of me. I love Sarah, though. Sarah's amazing. She's so cool. I think if I play the game again, I'll romance her. That'll be fun. Fun little lesbian scene there. Yep, and then this kind of like Solus's little library thing. Kind of. Not really. I like that design. It looked very elven, but then I put the green in there. Maybe like it represents like the mark or something. I don't know. That's what I was thinking. Then I create like a little dungeon, and this means that we're getting to the end of this super long video. Holy crap. Wow, guys, we made it. I hope you enjoyed the build. The link will be below. It's free to download, of course. There is no CC. So, you know, have fun with it. Put your own advisors in there. I did. I have my own advisors, as you'll see in the end clips. So thank you so much for watching. And yeah, come back. Oh God. Okay, bye.